So if there is one thing that we know about Mustang people, is that they like noise. That's why we are here today with the 2015 Ford Mustang Roush RS3 with a supercharged 670 horsepower engine, 3-stage adjustable suspension, and for the first time, an active exhaust system, which is what we're here to talk about today. It uses active baffles that are electronically controlled, and you have a little dial here that you can change from touring to sport or track. Touring, the inboard valves are going to be totally closed off, so you're just going to have exhaust flow coming out of 2 ports of the quad port exhaust. You flip it into sport, and the baffles will partway open. If you flip it into track mode, the system fully opens, which means you're going to have flow coming out of all 4 ports, and that's really meant for the track. But what's nice is as soon as you leave the track, you can flip it back into sport or into touring. You can also customize a mode, and that customization happens within an app on a phone or tablet. This active exhaust system definitely adds a different sort of personality to a 2015 Ford Mustang. There's nothing wrong with the way the GT sounds, but this gives you a degree of total control that you just don't really have with a stock car. And especially if you go to the track and you want to make a whole lot of noise and you really want to hear what's going on with your car, you'll definitely want this system. You can totally customize this active exhaust system such that depending on your accelerator input, the percentage of how hard you're pushing it, at wide open throttle, you can get a very different noise than you're going to get at 50% or 25% or just leaning into it coming off idle. Considering how adaptable and adjustable this system is, I mean, it can even respond to geofencing. So if you're entering certain neighborhoods, the exhaust will automatically either open its valves if you want to hear things better, or it'll close off if you don't want to bother anybody. But it can also adjust depending on who's in the car. So if you pair your phone to it, it'll adapt to your settings. But let's say your significant other gets in the car and wants a different sound or no sound at all, that will completely adjust their settings as soon as they pair their phone with Bluetooth. So you can get this Roush system with the active exhaust on any of the Roush Mustangs except for the V6. That means the RS1, which is the EcoBoost, the RS2, which is the 5-liter without the supercharger, or the 670 horsepower RS3, which we're messing around with today. Around surface streets like this, I'm definitely enjoying sport mode the most. Touring doesn't have a whole lot of character, although it does sound nice at idle. But if you're in full track mode, and you're in any area where cops might be hiding, you're definitely going to attract some unwanted attention. If you're looking for that extra bit of flavor to add to your Mustang experience, this is definitely one way to do it. And it gives you a lot of control. You know, depending on whether you're at the track or in your neighborhood or, on a nice back road, you can really tailor the experience to whatever the situation is.